Okay, very good. We have returned, everybody. Okay, you guys ready to go?
All set.
All
Ready
set
here.
then.
Probably.
So, yeah, so you guys got a rat problem, basically.
We have a rat problem.
Call the exterminator. Oh wait, that's us.
Is that Erik?
Is it on there?
Exterminator.
Yeah.
We'll see.
There we go. Very good. I'm going to kind of slide this over here so everybody can see it properly. Like, okay. And, okay, yeah, so the initiative has been rolled. It seems like brown rat number 1 is going to go.
They're
first.
fast.
Yeah. Well, they rolled really well. They're not really.
And they probably have a decent initiative. All right, dexterity, I mean.
Well,
One
yeah,
would
they
think.
do. They have really good dexterity. As rats should, I suppose.
They are made of rats. They're ninjas. That's what I learned from cartoons in the 80s.
I have to figure out again, just right quick. Let me get their attacks in order here. So they got that. Very good. They have. Interesting. Okay, and then they have that. Okay, very good. I've got it figured. I think. Yes, got everything figured out. Okay, so the first thing that this big rat's gonna do is it's gonna come rushing out, and I'm trying to remember. It doesn't matter. First, the closest one. They don't have any sense.
Excellent.
They're gonna go right over here. Jezagaya with a donation, $30.
Oh, very nice. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jezagaya. Okay, just in time for the murder of Erik. Right? This is gonna happen. This is totally gonna happen. This is totally no. This is not.
I haven't seen their numbers, but the odds of the rats murdering Erik seems very low.
Yeah. Well, it just tried to bite you, and it really hurt itself. So that's no
Yep.
good. What's the other rat that goes next? It's you, actually. You go next. This other rat's not gonna take any chance there. He's gonna go for you as well. You seem very big, very.
I do seem
You need to
very
be
big.
brought down low, right?
lot
Also,
of
they have
food.
pack tactics, so they get advantage.
Ah, that starts to help him.
Oh, that is a
Oh.
hit.
I think it's kobolds have the same thing, right?
Oh,
Or does the kobolds get like an extra d6 damage or something?
There are a few different ones. A lot of the small, weak
it's two.
enemies have
So
that
it was-
stuff.
Yep, no, that's right. So take 8 points of damage.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
8 minus 3 from my DR, so it's 5. It knocks off my 3 temporary hit points, and I lose 2 actual hit points.
Okay. He loses 2 actual hit points from damage of 8. Anyway, it's fine. I use a tank. That's what he's supposed
Well,
to do.
if they keep hitting me for 8, they're going to do a lot more now until I can actually like drop one and get some 10 hit points back.
This one's going to go as well for you.
Yep.
And also, again, pack tactics. So I got... Oh, that's going to miss. That's going to miss. Really? Okay. That is unfortunate. So now it is Tal's go. Ready to go.
Yeah, I guess what's nice about this, Eric's definitely going to be able to regenerate his temp HP, because he should be able to one-shot these
You
things.
think I can take them down? Yeah.
All right, it looks like I
All
can
rats.
probably hit this guy here. If he's crawling along on the wall and like leaping at Erik. So I'll take a swing at him as he goes by.
Okay.
18 to hit.
18
And
will
8
hit.
damage.
8 damage. And which one is that again? Can you ping it for me?
The one north of me.
The north of you? Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. That one. Okay, very good. So, yeah, that one is now incapacitated. It is dead.
Okay. And with my offhand attack, I'll toss a dart at this one here. Although I don't think I can kill him in one shot, but...
Worth a try, I guess.
maybe.
And you
13?
miss anyway.
Okay.
Actually, no, sorry. Attack is 13. Okay, no, you hit. And what's the damage?
7.
That's wrong. Because I don't get to add my damage bonus. So it's actually just a 3.
It's just a 3.
Oh.
And it's this one here that you're hitting?
It doesn't matter. One of the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just go like that. Very good. You, by the way, for your knowledge, you hit this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's...
So it's still okay though, right?
Yeah, it's still alive, yes. So, Erik,
Okay.
here we go.
All right, I'm gonna take my rock and insert it into the fresh one in front of me.
Okay. You're going to insert the rock. You definitely hit.
Take 12 damage.
You know, I read,
exertion damage.
look, you said
Swing hand,
says
insert rack.
or varies, and I'm thinking that you just hit this rat in the
Oh,
ovaries.
right.
That's what I read. Was ovaries.
No, it's because I just wrote that I don't necessarily I could have a weapon that would not do bludgeoning potentially,
All right.
even though bludgeoning seems to be my style. So I'm bludgeoning or varies is what I.
This rat now has a rock for a head.
Yep.
It is absolutely wasted. Unfortunately for that rat.
I mean, rock. This is alliteration. No, his other one. Assonance.
Lisan, take a shot.
There we go.
Oh yeah, and I get my 3 temp hit points.
21-8.
Definitely hit, and you definitely. Which one are you attacking? Actually, this one.
The one that's attacking there. Yeah, right there.
That one there. Okay, so very good.
Yeah.
That one is now also dead. Wiped out. You guys are so mean.
Oh, sorry.
So this is the one last rat.
You could have tried to make friends with the rats. What are you thinking?
I could have. Wow, we could befriend the little rat doll.
That rat runs away. all this, his whole family died. He's not gonna.
Probably, yeah.
He's scared. He's not hanging around.
There's more food for him.
So you guys can't actually see that rat, can you? He just moved off the map. Good. All
I
right.
It is here.
So that is that battle. That was very
Well, that was fun.
yeah, very good. So
Yeah.
I
Okay.
am gonna check bodies.
We need an investigation here. A good, proper investigation. What were they killed with? Weapon types? How long have these bodies been here?
yeah, get
I
them
want
investigation.
everything.
Actually,
Oh.
investigation rolls are good. Also, give me a medicine roll. Oh, Quill with that crit.
Yeah, we're talking to Lisan for the medicine. I think my investigation
Oh.
is redundant. I'm just looking around the corner.
That was crap. I could have taken a 14.
It's just like it's too gory right now. It's really nasty looking rats and stuff. Dragar 99. Wow, that's a massive donation. $64.69. Thank you very much, Dragar. The
Wow.
generosity of these people.
Very
Shall
nice.
not go
No
unnoticed.
kidding. Yes,
I got-
just remember
I gotta-
your donations are for a good cause because these 8 o'clock in the morning sessions are horrible. We're hoping to
They are difficult.
move it up
They are
an
difficult.
hour a little bit or something and get, be able to continue for a while here, but we can't do that because Briar has to go to work on Sundays.
I got a nat 20 on my body checking roll.
Yeah, so, very quickly,
Oh,
you'll
nice.
notice that every single one of these bodies has, very systematically, they have multiple injuries for death, mind you. I mean, some have knife wounds, one was bludgeoned over the head, and another one was, sort of just battered and broken. I don't know, by some blunt object. Could have been just physical, physical harm.
Yeah.
But they're
One died of
obviously all
broken
dead.
heart.
But in the forehead of every single one of these, carved hard and deep right into the skull bone, is that same symbol of the earth.
Earth.
Okay. So they were killed in a variety of different ways, not like ritually sacrificed with their throat cuts or something like that.
Nope.
But they all had the simple question. I mean, I guess this is probably what the medical check was for. Can we tell if the carving was done
Before
pre or
or
post?
after death.
Yeah.
And yes, with the medicine check, actually, all I needed was a DC 10. And two of you got
So
that.
Tao
actually.
got it.
Yeah, Tao's got it easy.
I've
Yeah,
seen
you
a lot of
notice
death.
that it is. You're pretty sure that it was post-mortem.
Okay. Which seems to make sense with the nature of the deaths and whatnot. It would
Yeah.
seem weird that they would carve this in, also really brutal,
Yeah.
and then beat them up.
In different
So-
ways.
So,
without a
question.
plan.
Do
Because
we
right
recognize
here-
these people?
Do you
Yeah.
recognize these people?
yeah.
there's different types of death here. Were these bodies brought here?
That's a
Does
good
do
question.
do it look like the bodies were brought in and dropped because they died somewhere else from various causes, or does it look like 3 people were brought here and then just a battle of some sort and they all died in different ways? What are we looking at? And do I know them? Are these
Right.
people I grew
Give
up
me
with?
another medicine check. Because your
And yeah,
first
like
medicine check wasn't.
Like there'd be a lot more blood if they
Okay.
died right here. There'd be a lot more blood on
Yeah.
the ground and stuff.
Yeah. No.
Well, I mean, a battle looks like a battle, and 3 bodies brought in who
Yeah.
died at various states of decay and dumped here. That would look very different, I think, to most of us.
Yeah, checking the blood pool signatures of the bodies. It doesn't really match up for where they are currently laying. If they were, like just
Yes, they
killed
were brought
here
here.
and laid down, there would be a certain blood pool signature. You're not getting that.
Yeah.
It seems like they were killed elsewheres and then brought.
So there's no actual blood here. There's just 3 dead bodies
Well,
that were brought
there's
here.
more blood around, more for the fact of the evisceration that's happening from the rats more than anything.
Okay, that wouldn't. Okay, all right,
Okay.
that's different. So we had 3 bodies
If you're
brought in.
killed here, there'd be more blood. There's just a little bit of
Yeah.
blood from the bodies being chewed up.
Okay.
Most of the blood you
Yeah.
see right now on the ground is very flavorful for the scene. It's like setting a mood.
It's all stage blood. That's
It's
what you're
stage
saying.
blood.
Yeah. Okay.
Stage
Got
blood. Oh well.
it.
Yeah.
Cherry pie
Nonetheless.
filling.
Nonetheless, if these bodies were brought here, there may be a few blood drops along the way. Is there any chance, like towards the right here, this
A
hallway,
trail.
do we see any there? Is there any indication that that might be where they came from? Which is what I'm assuming.
Yeah,
But I'm
no,
looking
in
for
fact, I guess if
confirmation,
you guys are now looking for blood splatters, even before that, I should have mentioned, because there was one really good medicine roll. You would have noticed that there were blood splatters, blood drops, if you will, along in shuffling patterns along the ground, heading this direction, the way that you guys have actually gone.
Yeah.
Back the way we
heading
came?
Behind us.
Yeah, back the way you came.
Oh.
So
Oh,
when we were
came.
checking for tracks and all the rest of it in here,
Okay.
we would have seen
Right.
people tracks in the dust, and they would have been like odd drops of gore or something along the way.
Sorry, no, my mistake. My mistake.
Nope.
No, it does go the other direction. It does
In
come
the
from
other
the other
North,
direction.
Okay.
northeast.
So-
we haven't been yet.
That makes
okay.
more sense anyway. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it comes. Yeah, so,
So
stuff
we-
coming in from where Tau is right now.
Okay.
So we are now seeing people tracks in the dust and random bits of gore along the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
All right, so I'm peeking around the corner. There's
Random
something.
carved in.
Yes.
There's a rock.
You see, from that angle, you see, yeah, a rock. But it's not just any rock. This rock happens to be like,
A sacrificial altar?
no, just
Oh.
hovering above the floor.
Oh.
What?
Yep, it's just hovering above the floor,
Ah.
about a foot.
Whatever, I can do that too. I take out the glowing orb and I turn it on, shuka 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 shuka, and put it in hover mode to follow us. Actually, I get to
Excellent.
follow
So everybody.
Eric.
Everybody's
That
gonna
way he
have
doesn't have to hold his torch.
vision, good
Yeah.
vision down here right now. Whether or not you have,
And Tao goes,
Yeah,
I
okay.
have one too.
excellent. So you guys are gonna be able to see everything that Lisan can see right now, which is good. Now that said, is the orb going to be right next to you, or are you going to be following up behind you or in front of you?
It's going to be following Eric.
Yeah.
So he doesn't
Okay,
have to
so
carry
right
the
behind
torch,
Eric
which
or
he's been
beside him.
doing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Sounds
And
good.
then
Stop
also
trying
the
to juggle
stealthy
torch and
characters can
rock.
still move without it.
go on.
Yeah, because I can stay back with the light source a little bit farther. Although
Okay.
it's a pretty bright light source, so they probably can't see it around corners and stuff. But
Doing what
Super
I'm-
trap finding mode.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. No.
Which-
You are pretty certain that you don't
Oh.
see any traps in and around this stone.
Oh.
You could roll for it if you like, but I'll just go ahead and tell you right now it's useless.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks. We don't have like a long stick or something, do we?
have bear trap.
Go get your rock that you shoved in that rat.
Yeah,
and-
no,
throw it at this
I
thing.
took it back out. That's
okay,
fine.
then throw it
Rock.
at this thing
Throw rock at rock, if you say so.
or something.
I'll throw the rock at the rock.
Okay. As the rock careens towards it, I'm not gonna have a hit roll. It's fine. It's stationary.
Yeah.
You're good enough, right? You just bury a rock in a
Usually, it seems from what I've seen, if it's a large thing that is immobile and has no means of defending itself, just hitting it is like AC 5.
Yeah, so you're
So
fine.
it's like hard to screw up.
So it goes. The rock careens towards this bigger boulder that is just like, floating above the floor. Tinks into it. Boop. And as it hits, it sort of stops its forward momentum, and it seems like it's about to drop, but doesn't.
Okay.
Oh.
The rock that Eric threw.
Yep.
I'm gonna take out my crowbar and I'm just gonna poke That rock, Erik's rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you poke the rock, it sort of like hovers and turns a bit and turns a little faster as you hit it a little harder and just.
Okay, I sort of hook Erik's rock and pull it towards me.
Okay, as you pull the rock towards yourself, after it leaves the bigger rock, the vicinity of the bigger rock, after about a foot or so, it goes, boom, smashes into the ground as hard as it would with its weight.
So what's the distance between where it hovers and that rock? How much space do we have?
I mean, between it and the floor, or that's
okay.
about a foot away, if you will.
A foot away from the rock is when Erik's rock
A
dropped.
third of a meter.
Yeah.
Ish.
But it didn't mess with the crowbar or anything when he was reaching in there.
Well, no, he's holding on to it.
Okay, I poke the big rock with the crowbar.
Okay, the big rock sort of like takes a moment to spin a bit, and the little poking that you did sort of shoves it aside, but it glides a little bit and stops.
It's like I'm trying to figure out if it's the big rock that's the anti-gravity rock, or if there's an anti-gravity zone. I wonder.
Yeah, I'm afraid we're all going to be floating around the rock having a party here in a minute.
We can try to push the boulder into the corner of the room.
Yeah.
Rocks don't normally work like this.
Profound. You're right. Oh my god. Curling.
Okay. I'm gonna try to slowly push the boulder into say this corner of the room.
Okay. All right. So as the boulder moves,
Watch your feet.
Yeah, good call, actually.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You're watching your feet. Okay, that's good. As you move the boulder, it's sort of like boom, 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 boom. It moves about right to here, and then boom,
False.
crashes right to the floor, and it makes a very loud sound because this is a very big rock.
Yeah, there is that. But I mean, I figured out we were already in combat and stuff, so. Okay.
Oh.
I go and stand here.
Are
you
you
go
really?
and stand there? Okay. Actually, what happens for that?
Oh god.
I have to know. I have to know.
I thought in here I was thinking we could have thrown Demonax rock in, it gets that, and it becomes the floaty bit, and we could have just snuck around the corner
this is too
this
cool.
way. But that's too easy. You're right. That's just silly.
So Tao has to find out if it's actually levitation or if it's earthbending.
No, actually, you're standing where the rock was, and nothing's happening.
I sort of hop up and down a little. Nothing.
Nothing. You don't feel different.
I can
Then
see
I pick
Tasha's
up Erik's rock and I just hold it up in front of my face and let it go again.
And it hovers.
Earthbending. All right.
Whoa.
What is use of this? Like, it's all very nice, rock float, yeah, I get it, but what is it for?
Don't know.
Tao seems to know what this is about. Feel free to explain.
Yeah, go right
Earthbending
ahead.
is apparently something my daddy didn't teach me.
So you want an explanation? The explanation is there's a place right here where rocks float for some reason.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
As
Okay.
a sailor, someone who grew up sailing, I'm familiar with lodestones, with magnetite, that sort of thing, because we use compasses and whatever.
All right.
And that the fact that magnets attract steel, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe it's something like that. So I'm like, I hold up one of my metal darts, and I let it go.
A metal dart?
Yeah.
Actually, that makes a difference, doesn't it?
They want to see
Yeah,
pies
yeah.
float.
No. Okay. So the metal dart actually tumbles to the floor.
Okay. So they haven't invented metal bending yet, so that's good, because that shit is rough. But
You need everything made out of platinum, right?
yeah.
Interestingly enough, I mean, you guys do a. Does anybody have any? What are your knowledges? Does anybody have a knowledge for anything that might be relevant?
For anything?
That we're proficient with. I don't believe that Erik is proficient in any knowledges.
No. Okay.
Okay.
So
Of
without
anything
that
ever.
knowledge, somebody do a standard knowledge.
Oh, I have
Intelligence check.
Arcana.
Intelligence check.
Arcana.
Or Arcana?
Arcana
that
would be
won't
a
cut
good
it.
one.
No, just do a straight
Earth-
intelligence check.
Earthbending nature? I think.
That may. Just do an intelligence check. Just an intelligence check. Should work out.
I didn't get it.
20.
Okay, Lisan.
Great.
That is indeed good enough. You're
chat.
quite sure that if this indeed you've known that as you walked in here, this is dwarvish. Obviously, there's a lot of dwarvish things happening. Dwarves like to mine. Mining. I mean, honestly, how do you move rocks? I mean, yeah, you could just put it on your back, and you could just like hoof it across.
Lots of rocks earlier.
However, yeah, I know. However, if you wanted to make your job easier, what would you do? Well, I don't know. If you had the ability to just
Have somebody else move rocks?
float the rocks, then it does make your job a lot easier.
Wow.
So
okay.
perhaps that is what was happening. Maybe. And this is probably just, this particular area is just one small section of a floor that used to work a lot better, but is no longer really working that well. It just happens to have one rock sitting there.
I just suddenly remembered that stuff I had heard about the dwarves. I thought, oh, there was this story that they did, but
It's exactly the same way that the English people built Stonehenge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anti-gravity rock magic.
I like it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, okay.
Druids, man. Don't mess with druids. They can shape change and all that stuff.
From the sound of that rock, though. Okay.
We are continuing to look for holes in the walls, tracks in the dust on the ground,
collapsing
tracks
ceilings.
along the way.
Yep. No, actually, you don't see any more mouse droppings this way either.
Okay.
There's nothing there. Yeah.
I like he says mouse. It only weighed 40 pounds.
It's just a tiny mouse that maybe somebody did some experiments on, and now it's out for revenge.
Okay. So we're continuing this process of paying very close attention to our environment.
Very good.
Cracks in the floor that could be traps, things along the wall, ceilings especially, handy dandy torches with mechanisms.
Another collapse thing over? Oh no, we're just we're out of temple or whatever. It's back to natural stone.
Yeah, seems like it's a bit normal.
Okay. Well, we're looking.
Yeah. No, I got you. I'm aware.
We're looking. So, are we still seeing tracks, people?
Actually, yeah. Do an investigation roll right here, where the dirty stone area.
The dirty bits go.
The
dirty investigation roll.
Be good. Oh, 10.
Actually, no, that's fine. That's fine. Ooh. Easily enough. You'll notice that there aren't a lot of footprints around here. There's not a lot of traffic, mind you, but there was recent traffic at least.
But those bodies were carried. We're still seeing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot of footsteps here, though. In fact, there's just a couple.
Woo.
Yeah, this is just where the beholder lives. They don't usually come here.
They float anyway. It's fine. They may take their eyeball and like smack it against the ground to itch it just a bit, to scratch it.
That's how beholders fly. They swallow a bunch of floating rocks.
Oh,
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, the beholder is actually just a floating boulder like that. It's the creature is just like a skin that goes around it.
Why is it you can? I haven't played this game in like 7 years, and yet somehow you remember beholders. It's like, oh,
yeah,
they stand out.
Nice.
They just stay right there. So what are we seeing?
Stuff.
Okay, so
Holy
this
stuff.
is the what area is this? I can find the actual thing. Okay, very good. Just beyond this obscenely large boulder that seems to head back into the flat, smooth stones again. Just outside of that, you see Tau specifically. Lisan too. Actually, I guess you can see. This room. In the center of this room stands a life-sized and lifelike statue of a dwarf warrior, wearing a chain shirt, helm, and big boots. He carries a shield on his arm and a battle axe in his right hand.
Now, all those bits, the chain shirt and the shield and battle axe, those are all part of the stone statue. They're not real items?
Exactly. Yeah, they're like sort of carved in.
Yeah, okay.
So we've discovered a stone dwarf golem. It is yet to activate.
Oh, good lord.
Could be.
This is Dungeons and Dragons, okay? Every statue is at least a 50-50 chance.
Oh, God.
It would be very bad for you guys at level 2, though. Let's just put it that way.
What's this yellow
are
thing next
bad.
to the statue? Is there a torch lit there or something?
Yeah, what is that spot?
The little yellow bits.
Yeah.
You guys, it's glinting. It's glinting at you. You're quite aware that it's
Shiny.
some amount of shiny, perhaps money.
Okay. And the stone ring around the statue, are those on the ground or are they floating?
They are actually on the ground. They're just right on the ground.
This is not a question that's normally asked.
Yeah. Are the rocks
Are they
floating in midair?
Yes. No, they are not. They're placed on the ground and sort of completely inanimate. Just there.
So, do we have some way to get better vision on that? Somebody needs to get better vision on this room before we all just like crash into it and find out there are a bunch of enemies.
Well, we could
'Cause
have a
it's a
stealth
huge
roll
room.
by Tau if you want, and you can just
Yep, that
sneak
sounds
forward
good.
Take a sneaky in.
Skulking.
Skulking.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna luck that one. I'm
okay.
gonna use one of my
Okay,
first luck of the
that is
day.
good.
Interesting. Wow.
Skulking.
You're
Woo.
really gonna hate me for this, though.
I just pick up the die, turn it upside down, and then put it down.
Just
again.
like transmute failure into victory.
That was amazing. Right. Okay. So now you can move. You can move forward. And take a look. You can do some scouting.
It's an empty room.
I know. That,
Excellent.
That's I'm saying you're gonna hate me for this, but
Yeah, whatever. We want to find out.
it's an empty room. Very good. So you guys are now inside this room. You can see quite well that there
Two
on the
doors.
west side of the room is a door. On the right side of the room, or the east side of the room, I should say, there is also another door, which is where Tau is standing right next to. And in the center of
West
the room,
door.
of course, is that dwarf. And there are items around the dwarf inside the rock circle.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a perfect sense of like direction and distance, but I get that door to the west either is the straight tunnel that we ignored, or it connects very closely to it.
There we
I'm
go.
guessing.
That's the right button.
Okay, check for things and for traps. Right. And
Yeah,
that
how did
door...
we go? We went up. Yes, this should be the door that goes back to where we first came from, right?
The one on the left should be going
Yeah.
back where we came from. Probably there may be another room in between. It's hard to like judge distance, but it's quite possibly the exact same door that we saw and ignored.
Okay, so yes, no, there's no trap on that door.
No, check all things for traps.
For traps.
Oh, you're checking
Oh,
everything.
Or
All right, so
Everything.
in
We
this
take longer
entire
if we're not
room,
getting attacked
you do
now.
not, you do not spot
Statue.
anything that seems like a trap.
All right.
Okay, now how about ways to open the door on the right? The
Wait.
eastern
First
door?
we loot.
Well, I don't know. Is if the door on the right opens normally, then sure. But if the door on the right does not have an obvious mechanism for opening, then this could be a bizarre puzzle thing. In which case, the items might matter.
All right, that's true.
There are a bunch of items strewn around this dwarf statue, along with money and stuff like that. I mean, it could be the selecting the Buddha junk. We don't know.
No.
All those
All right.
items.
Well, what I do then, so with my incredible stealthiness, is I do touch the door on the right first, and I give it the slightest push just to see it's another one of these doors that moves very easily and quietly.
And it does. It starts to slide open quietly. And you let
I go.
Ooh.
So it's not locked or anything. Okay.
Nope.
All right. So what items do we have here?
Yeah. I'm gonna do some standing here, guys. I have to stand.
Yeah.
Briar, I'm going to ask again about, the signs that we would see on the floor. We had people carry 3 bodies out that apparently originated in this room.
Right.
Do we see those little bits of gore or those footprints, the scraping in the dust? Which door do they come through?
They came through the Actually, it would be I think this through. Yeah, they would have. Actually, they were. I'm sure. Yeah, no. Actually, there is evidence that the damage to these bodies was actually done in this room.
They were killed here or they were
Yeah.
carved here?
They were yeah. There's not a
Probably
lot of blood
both,
here,
'cause
so
they were
there's
carved
probably just
after
the carving,
death, right?
Yeah. The
Just the
carving
carving.
probably took place.
Oh, just not the fighting. Okay, that's different.
And
Because
it's
the-
probably quite well stated is the fact that in and around the possessions on the floor, if you'll notice, I don't know if you guys have zoomed in far enough, but you'll notice on the floor there is
Oh.
a dagger.
Not really that zoomed in. No.
All I am noticing from the zoom there seems to be rubble or rocks or pebbles or something actually between the 2 doors.
Oh, that's true. Well, to the north of the room, like leading from that.
Yeah.
Break in
From
the
the
north.
tunnel we were into the door off on the left. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
I
Trail of
can
debris.
zoom in a lot more. No, it still looks just like
what did I
debris
just
right
do?
between the two doors, though. Only there. It's almost like a,
I see.
you know, you've tracked in things back and forth walking through there, maybe.
Yeah, no, it seems like the rocks thrown in back and forth through here. They just like they hit on this area, and maybe just grab those rocks. Because the rocks that are around this dwarf statue seem to match the rocks on that wall.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Is there anything cool about this dagger?
Except for the fact that it looks extremely well made. It is a very nice looking dagger. And as one who uses daggers often, you know quality when you see it.
Well, and Erik, he'd be able to judge that.
Actually, yeah, and Erik as well.
It makes them.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's okay.
Not as good as that one I did in '92, but it's okay. It's good.
I'll pick up the dagger and like just give it sort of a couple of tosses, try to judge its weighting and whatnot.
The interesting thing is as you go to pick it up and you hold it in your hand for a second,
you get attacked by a statue of a dwarf.
Yeah, no. What happens is, not happens, but what you notice is that it's very well decorated.
Dagger is nice, but it's no rock.
It's got star motifs on it. The grip is of a night blue shaded leather, like it's all, and it's just really balanced and handled. It just feels good. Although, except for the fact there is dried blood on it.
Yeah, I'm used to that.
Yeah.
I wipe it off.
There you go.
Night blue shaded leather grip.
As you
this does seem like a really nice.
Do a what's your passive perception? Oh, you know what? Your passive perception is actually good enough. You take your cloth, right, and when you go to wipe it off, you're used to having a like the sounds of that happening, right? You put the cloth upon this blade, and it's
like frictionless. It's like perfectly smooth metal.
No sound whatsoever.
Oh, it's silence.
No sound whatsoever.
Ooh.
Wow.
This could come in handy for cutting up things for pies.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's it right there.
Okay.
I'm officially calling dibs.
Congratulations on new kitchen knife.
I'm thinking, happy midwinter.
Because of vous stuff.
Okay. So other than that, nothing else has happened. There is also quote unquote treasure in and around this area too. So you can.
Well, what are we seeing?
Or what do you want to do?
Well,
let's see. Well, the dagger didn't activate the statue, so why not lootify?
Someone in the chat said something about like what happens if you leave the rock circle. Before we do the rest of the looting, I will take the dagger and leave the rock circle.
You taking the dagger out of the rock circle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Okay. So what
And
happens?
he grins.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I could tell in advance that was a what happens nothing. That one I saw coming.
Darn you and your DM knowledge. He knows how I'm supposed to act. Right. Very good.
Okay, so what loot? What are we getting?
Quickly appraising this. You're pretty sure you can probably just go ahead and round it off there. There's 100 gold pieces in a pile.
Ooh.
Just there at the feet of this dwarf statue. And there's also some small green agates there. Quick appraisal would be worth about 5 gold each.
How many?
There's 6.
Okay, well, you guys can split all that if I'm going to keep this dagger.
Yeah. And there's also 2 polished moonstones worth about 50 gold piece each.
Okay, how much are the agates worth?
5.
5 each. Okay. And 2 moonstones.
I would just like to point out that you probably already know this anyway, but you are sort of like looting the faith area, probably, of an area.
That's
Yeah.
Very good. All right.
As far as we can tell, it's a faith that that leaves people to rats and stuff. So we're not really necessarily going to respect their faith. Just saying.
Oh, speaking of, is there any blood in this area? Like, is this where people are getting I guess they're not being sacrificed.
He said there was enough that it looked like they
marked.
brought dead bodies in and did the carving here. So we might see like pieces of skin that were
the dagger
on your dagger.
Dagger,
On
yeah.
your dagger, yes.
I forgot to mention this about the dagger. The dagger.
You did.
On the pommel. On the pommel of the dagger, you can read the name, or it's a word actually. It says Razur.
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 Do you say that out loud?
Yes, I do actually. As I'm reading, I'm like, Razur?
Okay. As you speak the name, the blade gives off a faint, cold glow. And it sheds a dim light about 10 feet around you.
What did you do?
Mm.
They're saying that's the name of your next pie recipe. There, Razur pie of whatever date that we had the fall in here. This cave in.
Right now, you are giving off a blue aura, in about 10 foot radius.
While that's happening, I'm gonna I don't know, just poke at the ground or something.
You poke at the ground?
Yeah, with the dagger.
Okay. All right.
Tink,
so,
tink, tink, tink.
no, actually, there's no tink, 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 tink. It's just.
Oh.
Okay, say Razur again.
Ow.
And the glow goes away.
And hit the ground again.
Still no sound.
This is the best dagger ever.
Ever. Oh my God! Look, he's so excited. So you have a light source and something that's not going to make any noise when you're chipping away at a door or something.
When I'm totally not being an assassin.
Dim light source. Yeah.
Although, chipping at doors and stuff, that's actually really awesome.
This is like quiet. You can be
Also-
prying things, no noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're going to find this out anyway in just a few moments. Also, you can go ahead and add +1 to your attack and hit your damage.
Woohoo!
This was a +1 dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Okay, that's really amazing. That's really amazing.
I think we're at the stage where a +1 dagger, that's amazing. Although, to be fair, for people who don't know, magic items are supposed to be somewhat less common in 5th ed.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to get flooded with them where you're like, oh, these guys eat another 3 +1 daggers, we'll throw them on the pile and sell them later. It's not,
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
you're still supposed to get magic items, but you're not supposed to be flooded with them. So right now is very cool.
It's good.
Okay. So, actually, I'm going to stand back here.
Star motif dagger. The dagger of Razul. Or Razur. Razur?
Razur. Yeah. Something like that.
They got star motif dagger +1. Yeah, Razur, yeah. Or Razur, yeah. However you want to say it, it's fine.
Make your Razur berry pie.
Razur berry pie? Interesting.
Yeah.
It's the most
I have to
silent pie you
research
ever
what
made.
that word is that the name of like a dwarven deity or something? Or something like, we'll have to look it up.
Sure, we'll Google it.
Yeah. Google is a well-known sage in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
See, and
Madame Google.
right now,
Ooh.
right now,
Ooh.
right now, nothing happens, and I'm just gonna blame Lisan.
Damn it, Lisan.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
The magic tracks we were never supposed to find.
Yeah.
6 assassin dudes we took out would have attacked us
I
right
knew
here.
they were going to ambush us somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much? Yes.
So
That's why
anyway,
it's all quiet
so that
in
part
here.
of the excitement is not here. So anyway, right now in this room, nothing else happens. Oh wait, sorry. There is a
Dwarf golem.
there is a frame on the dwarf golem. Oh, no, sorry, the dwarf.
Oh, like a plaque or whatever?
Stone dwarf. Stone dwarf. And
Back up.
it has an inscription there. And it reads, and it's actually in common, which is interesting to note. It reads, Petrified Iron Star, ? Dwarf, found, 1459 DR.
Wait, it's an archaeology thing.
Yeah. in Red Larch, West Quarry, in broken condition.
Okay, sorry, two things. What year?
In 1459.
So do we see breaks in the statue now that we're looking for them? Like, has it been reconstructed, put back together?
It has been reconstructed. As you can tell, in and around the areas, it seems like it was sort of... actually, I can even read that for you. It's...
The year after Lisan
It has been
was born.
reassembled and held together and upright with a stout wooden frame.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it would normally otherwise fall down, it seems. Like, it's sort of like...
That would have been super noticeable when we were coming in, but that's fine.
I like the idea of you guys guessing on the wooden or the golden forward.
Okay, you said petrified. Does that mean it was a wooden statue that has become like petrified rock, or is this a person?
No. They mean it's a dwarf that became rock.
Yeah, it was a dwarf at one point and is now rock.
Yeah. Yeah, remember when Tao looked into that orb and saw something that looked like maybe a Medusa? I'm sure that has absolutely nothing to do with this.
Probably not. No, why would it?
But anyway.
But anyway, oh my god.
All right.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So what do you guys want to do now?
Money. Let's move on. Yeah.
Well, we have two doors, and I'm thinking.
You want to check the one to see if it leads back, just to make sure.
The one behind us, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just in
Fair
case
enough.
it's just there.
It's better than assuming.
And then we don't have to worry about another room and something else coming through or whatever.
Yeah.
While we I'd like to try to check.
So the door on the left, the one that we think leads back to where we came from.
Okay, you guys are going to check that door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're just going to open it up just a little bit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
The room collapses. Oh, wait, what?
Oh, there is
That's
another
fine.
room.
That's
See, I
another
said there
room.
might be another room. Yeah.
In fact,
Good
1
call
second
looking
there.
for it, though.
Because you guys have that orb. Everything's quite easily to see right now. It's very bright, even though it's supposed to be very dark in this area. But what you do see is you see a rather large half-orc at the far side of the room, and he seems to be kind of like he's like sort of like peeking through the door to the left-hand side, to the west. He's peeking through the door. He's not looking your way currently.
He's doing some peering of his own.
Meanwhile, also, just before you get there, you'll notice a small little frame of a boy just on the floor with rocks on top of him.
Oh, jeez.
A frame, like the statue.
Or no, just the actual body, if you will.
Yeah,
The body
Okay.
of a boy on the ground, and he's sort of whimpering to himself.
Oh.
Now, luckily, these doors are all super quiet.
They are.
So what I would like to do is I would like to stealth into the room and eviscerate that orc.
All right.
Half-orc.
Give me a stealth roll.
Because it looks like he's guarding.
Yeah. Stealthy. Ooh, stealthy.
God damn it. All right, I'm not going to re-roll this one.
No.
So I got an 11.
All right, and yeah, he doesn't seem to notice you.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So you say.
Do I have to roll too? If I'm well, I guess probably, but
so
I should have benefits because I'm trying to hang back and let them do their thing.
Oh, you did good.
No, I have to roll twice and take the worst one because my armor.
Oh, okay, that's unfortunate.
Now I don't know if I get a bonus because I'm trying to hang back and like not do anything.
Right.
Right, because there's a difference between like when you're moving and stuff. I don't know.
So can I get to here and stab him in the back?
You can. He's not a very perceptive individual.
Okay, well, it's time to test this dagger. If it is cursed, this is when it's going to become revealed.
Yeah, it could become revealed like years later.
The star motif dagger.
Star motif dagger of cancer.
Mm-hmm. And I do have both daggers drawn, and I have the second one sonically focused as well, or my kukri in my offhand. But
right, okay.
Boom.
18 to hit. I believe that's gonna hit him. I think.
Better.
I don't know if I have advantage.
Absolutely, yeah.
Surprise, but
that definitely hits, and for 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you whip out your knife, you come and you just it goes. Boop, it's clinks right into his little leathery patches of armor here. And it doesn't make a single sound. It just goes.
That's
boom.
freaking.
The only sound is what? And
then I'm attacking with the other hand. Other hand weapon. 15.
15 will hit, and 8 damage again.
No, again, I've got to change the stats here because my stuff's all mixed up. It's actually going to be 4 less than that, so 4 damage
So
from the
7
offhand.
and 4, so 11 damage total.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he is absolutely astounded. Like, where did you come from? And he just roll initiative. He's going in for the attack.
So there's nobody else in this room.
I can't take an attack too.
Like no other enemies, just the boy.
I guess you guys could all have a surprise round.
I rolled investigation instead of initiative, but
Well, I was stealthy.
Mm-hmm. I could have blown a bunch of Sonic
you know what?
PowerPoints.
Yeah, you can get a shot. Lisan, you can get a shot.
I can get a shot in. Okay, so
yeah,
I'm
and
just
again,
waiting.
I was trying to hang back and not give us away, so I don't get back in the surprise round. It's fine.
So just waiting for Tao to take her, and I've got the bow, and as soon as she stabs and backs up, let her loose.
Okay, let fly.
Yeah, and make it good.
Let fly. Ooh.
11 and 12.
12 damage, man. God.
11 to hit though.
11 to hit will hit.
Oh,
yes.
Okay,
wow.
I believe.
I didn't think so.
No, that definitely hits. And yeah, this guy turns around. Actually, roll initiative now, because now we have initiative rolls. Let's do that.
Now we have initiative.
Yeah, I did eventually roll initiative. I got 15.
And if you'd like some D&D distilled down to its awesome essence, check out the illustrated Tales from My D&D campaign.